Week 6 is here versus the Saints. We beat them in their first game at home. We're going to the Superdome. We're going to go over a couple of things here before we start the game. It'll be a few minutes. I wanted to go over the stats for the Saints here, just to kind of see how that rookie quarterback's doing. So he had a good game versus us, like over 250 yards, I believe. 61% completion percentage, 91.0 QB rating. Spencer Rattler has a better completion percentage, but it just seems like if he misses, he's throwing interceptions. I don't know who they're going to start. I would assume Tyler Shuck. Let's see here. Holy crap, they got a lot of rushing there. Let's look at the comparisons, and then we're going to have to go steal a tight end because of one's injured. One of ours is injured. Oh, we can see here that Nick Scorton is tied for second in the league with sacks. Nobody else on our team is really doing that well. We're first place, 4-1, actually ranked first in the conference. And as you can see here, our defense is pretty good against the pass and points. Rushing's gotten better. We're not that good at running the ball. And, we're kind of just mid everywhere else for the most part. The Saints, let's see here. They're not that good at running the ball either. And they're really bad at stopping the pass. Good at stopping the run, but makes you kind of wonder if teams are really running when they're just airing it out. So I think I'm going to stick with the Dave Canales playbook here. Just take advantage of a bad pass defense and maybe rack up some yards. I'd like to get more rushing yardage, but when someone is 29th in the league against the pass, I think we have to take advantage of that, especially a division rival. Let's just try to pound it in there, or air it out, I should say. All right, let's look at the injury reports. As you can see here, Evans is out. So with this, for some reason, in regular Madden, I don't think I'd have to sign a tight end, but because we have 3. But with this mod, and I looked into it, there's no way for them to change it. I won't be able to start the game until I get another tight end. So, also, Caleb Farley just is out for a week. He injured himself in practice. We've got extra cornerbacks, so we're good there. The get is still out. Brooks is just going to be gone for the year. Let's look at the Saints real quick. And there's a lot. Breezy is out for 11 weeks. Derek Carr, I saw that the mod didn't basically this update, this modded update must have come out before he retired. So I saw him on the roster before the first game, and I basically just made him a kicker, and I assumed they would cut him, but I guess not. So he's kind of a nobody on their roster. I have no idea why Taysom Hill is out. He doesn't have an injury, but he's on IR. Alvin Kamara, okay, that's going to help our run defense, I would assume. He's out for a while. Let's see, he got suspended 2 weeks for Kool-Aid. Another suspension, bro. I wish it said for what. So basically, two running backs are out for them. I don't know who's second or third on their. Oh, there's another one here. A third running back. What the hell is going on? Well, he's not suspended, but they're not having the best of luck. Moderate concussion. Oh, we went over that. Suspension. Another moderate concussion for Rashid Shaheed. Dislocated knee for a guard. Danny Stutzman out for personal reasons. I've never really paid that much attention to other teams' injury reports, but personal reasons, that's the first. So could that just be that he's tired of fucking being on a shit ass team? Maybe. But okay. So let's go to the free agency wire. I was looking over this after the last game, after I stopped hitting record on the last game, and I'm pretty sure, I'm torn on who do I pick up to fill out my roster I always like going young, younger players if possible. Things I look for, I guess it depends on what I have versus what I need. I really don't think this player is going to do much for me. He's just kind of a filler, but any opportunity arises, I'm always looking to see if there's someone who might fill some kind of niche, if you will. So, like for example, tight ends can be put on the depth chart for fullback, and although we don't run a lot of those formations with fullbacks, I mean sometimes it's kind of cool. Like when I'm playing myself uh, on the franchise I had, I actually went out and sought after a tight end with a high lead blocking rating, speed, acceleration, change of direction, and I put them at fullback. And every now and then I'll call a play that is specifically designed to pass to the fullback. But um, there's some. I don't really care to get an older guy. I mean, why not just take a chance on a younger guy who's gonna just sit back on the depth chart? So I think I'm leaning towards a guy who can be a good lead blocker, put him at first or second string at the fullback position, and maybe he could find some value there. Um, so this was the guy I was kind of looking at. He's a rookie, 6'3", 274 pounds, out of Alabama. High lead blocking. How's the impact? Not so, kind of mid on the impact blocking. Run blocking is where I think a third string tight end would kind of be more valuable. They're not going to get that many routes, so even on the passing plays. So he's 65 out of a top to 73. I mean, who are the other young guys here? They go up to this Braden Willis guy, maybe this Caden Prescorn. He's kind of tempting too. So let's see, what else do we have? So, I just 72, 71. Sorry, my dogs must have heard something outside, but he's got 76 KD. He's got better catching too than this guy. Let's look at the speed ratios here. So, damn it, I want to see your names. So 81 versus 82, 83 versus 85. 81. So this guy's got better agility. I'm big on change of direction. So Ousts has got better change of direction, better strength, better awareness, better catching traffic. All right, I think I made up my mind. I mean, overall he's a 63. Oust is a 65. Let's steal him from the Bills. I mean, plus I think if you were 50-50 on it, just lean towards the mustache. So let's steal him. Sign to the active. Go to the depth chart. And then I think that's it. We'll start the game. All right, let's compare them real quick. Lead blocking. Oh, yeah. All right, we're going to go with Ousts here. There we go. Who knows? Maybe we'll see him get a snap in or two. All right, that should cover it, I think. Oh, why don't we go over the mock draft? The first mock draft is in. They have the Jets taking Alar. Let's see who else stands out here. Bain Jr.'s top 5 going number 7 to the Bears. Ah, man, these fucking mock drafts. These first 4 just don't mean crap. I'm not seeing. Oh, Caleb Downs falling to the Raiders at 15. I don't think that's going to happen. I guess it could. This is a kid right here that I'm looking at, maybe a middle linebacker. If I'm in the first round, I have a chance. That might be someone I might want to take. Maybe an offensive tackle, maybe a guard. You could always switch them out to offensive tackle. There's another middle linebacker there. Cornerback, I just don't. I mean, I guess 6'3", 190. That could be. I don't know. I'm kind of a sucker for over 6 foot and at least 200 pounds or very close to 200 pounds. 6'1", 187. I don't know. This guy looks more like a history teacher than an outside edge rusher. But look at us, mocked to pick 31st. Not doing too bad. First place, 4-1. All right, let's just do, in case something freezes on me, let's do a quick save. We're going to go with the Canales playbook. You know what I want to do? Let's do. Wait a second. I was kind of a fan. I mean, when I first, this was what they used this outfit this uniform in the last game of the season last year, and it was not impressive, but it kind of grew on me. It was kind of the silver pants, white jersey. Let's see what it looks like with the black helmet. Nah, I like the black helmets, but some things just don't match up. What about socks? Let's go. That could be kind of cool. Let's go with the blue. And you know what? Damn it, I'm gonna have to do this all over again. Let's go all white. I actually don't even know if that really affects some of the players' specific colored cleats. I swear to God. If it fucked up, it fucked up, but one more time. There we go. Now we'll do it. It's been a long work week.
Back in week 2, the Panthers dominated their first matchup against the Saints. Can New Orleans avoid the sweep? The answer comes your way next.
First opened in 1975, resurrected in 2006. We welcome you inside the Caesars Superdome, the home of the Saints, here in downtown New Orleans. Two teams in this one going in the right direction. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, both these squads come in off winning streaks. Something's going to have to give, but you love having that momentum coming into a game like this.
And absolutely right, Mike. And on top of it, if you're the home team today playing in front of your home crowd, not only are you coming off this win streak and bringing this momentum into another home game, but you get the energy, you get the excitement of your crowd who's also riding this.
So pleased to have you along. This should be a good one. We're set. And off we go here on EA Sports. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Panthers now ready to get to work on offense for the first time. And they're led by Bryce Young, the #1 overall pick, Greg, out of Alabama back in 2023.
They find themselves coming off a win last week that came right down to the end. And the best teams in the NFL, Mike, they can win close games and they can win different style games. You're not going to blow people out consistently in the NFL. The league is just too good and has too much parity. But the teams that are the best in one-score games, they're often the ones finding themselves in the best position come playoff time.
Line of scrimmage is the 37-yard line for 1st and 10. Sending a receiver right. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass you say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. The motion man is Sanders. They'll run here. The former Canadian track star, Chuba Hubbard, will take it. Maybe a couple there. It's 3rd down. Out of the shotgun, Young. Downfield, got a man, and he's got it. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Panthers. That's the 5th touchdown for him on the year. Terrific way to start this one, Greg.
Oh, wow. That was fucking nice.
And into the end zone.
I'm over here just like in shock. Like, do I turn the mic on and bug you all? Oh, man, that was nice.
Well,
Dude, we may have a
very long. I mean,
knocking on wood, offensive rookie of the year here.
We got ourselves a 6-0 ball game.
The extra point is good. Panthers will take a 7-0 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. And this one is fielded in the end zone, will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. So the Saints ready to go to work on offense for the first time. They're led out by their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Louisville.
He's coming off a really nice 3-touchdown performance in last week's win, Mike, but outside of that one errant throw, he did a really nice job of protecting the ball and was seemingly in control the entire game. This defense all week, they talked about trying to bait him into making some mistakes, so he's got to be careful about falling into the trap. If he does that, I'll tell you what, I really like their chances.
They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These 3rd down conversions are just so important. Like everybody stresses, we want to possess the ball, give our offense as much opportunity to end as many drives as we can, scoring points. So if you want to stay on the field, you better be good on 3rd down.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Back deep for Olave. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
I think Malrig has close to leading the league in interceptions too. Or he's top the list, or close to the top.
Take some chances. You got to try to force a turnover and make a play and get off the field. That's exactly what this defender did. Takes a chance, bets on himself, and comes away with a pick to save them some points.
The Panthers offense and Bryce Young set for their next possession. And he continues to show off his ability to run with the football when the situation calls for it. He is the NFL's leader in rush yards at the quarterback position. The motion man is Sanders. Off the play fake. Here's Young. Quick throw here is complete. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down. Here's a 2nd and 6. Man in motion, heading left. Throwing on 2nd down, Young. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line.
It almost seemed like the defender was getting the play call sent into his helmet, just like the quarterback, because he knew the play before they even snapped the ball, and that play had no shot.
And that is incomplete.
This offense has to find a way to be better on 1st and 2nd down, like living in these 3rd and long situations. Must pass is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Saints offense about ready to get going on their 2nd possession. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's caught over the middle. It's Wilson. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a 1st down completion of 7 yards. 2nd down and 3. Bone back in the backfield. He'll get the carry here. And that won't get a whole lot. Maybe a yard. That's it. Now a 3rd and 2. Try to pick this one up on the ground. He was put down by Trevin Wallace. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down. The Saints lining up in punt formation. That could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. Here's the Carolina offense now as they head out to take over for their next possession. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Working free downfield, it's Thielen. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield, perfect throw, and now sets them up to try to see if they can finish this drive off with some points.
They'll go play action with Young. He's going to keep it himself. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
To the right side and corralled by Thielen. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. A good spot here, 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's Young. This one complete right side. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. They'll run with Hubbard. Powering forward. He's in. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Carolina. Greg, offensive coordinator's script the start of the game. This script has read perfectly. What a great start for this offense.
It just seems like every play this offensive coordinator dials up is perfectly timed and then perfectly executed. They've been aggressive. They've been efficient right since the start of this one. And I'll tell you what, Mike, if they continue to build on this lead here early, it's going to be a long day for this defense.
Mm-hmm. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he is stopped at the 25. The New Orleans offense, they're ready to take over once again. They trail by 2 touchdowns, so the time is now. Got to get that rally going. It starts with 1st and 10. That's deep for Olave. And that is incomplete. Chris Olave, the intended receiver. And it'll be 2nd down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. Brought in by Chris Olave. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll come up to 3rd and 3. Back to throw. That's deep for Olave. And that is incomplete.
There's only a handful of guys in the league who legitimately have world-class speed, and he's one of them. I mean, he's the type of weapon that you 3 or 4 times a game have to just say, okay, my guy, he's faster than your guy. We're going to send him deep and let it fly. And even though that one falls incomplete, you have to continue to sprinkle that threat in because it makes everything else in your passing game that much easier.
The Panthers offense headed back to take over once more. They've raced out to a 14-0 lead. They've done nothing wrong so far. They'll manage to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Demario Davis there on the play. 2nd and 7. Here's the pistol snap to Young. Off he goes.
Well, we've seen time and time again just how dangerous this quarterback can be, Mike, when he decides to tuck it and take off. So that is a great job defensively to rally to the football and hold him to just a short game.
The motion man is Sanders. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. He finds the big tight end, Tremble. And he will have the 1st down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
One of the easiest ways to negate these really good pass rushes in the NFL, Mike, is just to simply get the ball out of the quarterback's hand as fast as possible. And sometimes it's by design, sometimes it's based on need. But really nice job there by the quarterback, getting into the hands of his receiver and then see what he can do after the catch.
And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
Remember, Mike, he's already had a touchdown earlier in the 1st quarter. And at the way this game has started off, it looks like this defense is going to have their hands full stopping this guy.
On 1st and 10, here's Young. A throw, left side, caught by Sanders. And he'll be taken down, and that's going to do it. That's the last play of the 1st quarter. 1 quarter in the books. 14-0 is our score. More from New Orleans after this. Second down and 8. The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, Young. Quick throw, taken in. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
These hitch routes, they're usually just designed to pick up a few safe yards. An easy completion, get some rhythm for your quarterback. However, this time, he's able to make a little magic happen after the catch and turn it into something much bigger than even they were probably anticipating.
A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's 2nd and 6. Young hands it to Hubbard. And he'll take it down inside the 20. A run into the red zone, a pickup of 6. Here's 3rd down and a few inches. The motion man is Sanders. He'll try to run for it with Hubbard. And the Panthers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They find a way to convert on 3rd and 1.
I think if that rush would have failed, Mike, I think they would have had an interesting decision to make come 4th down, but that's all out the window now. Nice pickup, sets up 1st and goal.
There's a short one caught by Sanders. And he's going to be stopped at about the 4. Inside the 5, it is 2nd and goal. To throw, Young. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Ja'Tavion Sanders. Touchdown, Panthers. This defense continuing to give up points. Greg, you've been on offenses like this. This has to feel great when you're on a roll like this.
And it's really twofold, Mike. First and foremost, just like you said, every offense in the league works all week. We want to start out fast. We want to establish some early rhythm and play our style of game. They've certainly done that. Now, on the flip side, what does it do to your opponent? It takes them completely out of their game plan, knowing this early in the game, they're chasing points.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's a touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. The Saints offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They find themselves down 3 touchdowns here, needing to flip the script in a hurry. And they'll start it here on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 1st and 10. Now they'll set up to throw. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
They just rushed that decision just a little bit downfield. I mean, it's one thing to trust your guy to make a play in tight coverage, but I think if he was a little bit more patient in his progression, there was an easier throw out there that wouldn't make him have to throw such a tight window ball and put his receiver in a tight spot. You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
And he will score. Brandon Cooks, touchdown, New Orleans. 3rd down. My focus, Greg, was on picking up the 1st down. Forget that. They go down the field and in the end zone for a touchdown.
Yeah, I don't think it was just your focus, Mike. I think in this case, it was the defense's focus. They're so worried about where that 1st down marker was that they allowed them to get that ball up and over the top for the deep strike touchdown.
Now the try here for the point after. The kick is good. The Saints get back in it. It is 21-7. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. He'll start at the 4. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. The Panthers offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. On 1st down is Young. A throw left side, taken in by Thielen. Try again. It's 2nd and 10. A give up the middle. It's Hubbard. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to third down. Here's 3rd and 7. Out of the shotgun, Young. And they will continue to go backwards. He's taken down for a second.
The rest of this game is all going to come down to getting stops. You find yourself down pretty big here in the first half. You have to get the ball back to your offense as many times as possible, but you can't keep giving up scoring drives, whether it's field goals or touchdowns. You need punts. You need takeaways. Give your offense a chance to start climbing back.
Now fair catch is taken back inside the 40. The Saints offense and veteran Brandon Cooks getting set for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. To the outside, complete. It's Wilson.
You can see the eyes of the quarterback. He's trying to push this ball initially downfield, but with the defense doing a good job keeping a lid on the coverage, he's forced to check this ball down to the shallow route. But this is something that they know in the future. If I need a couple yards, they can come back to this play. It's a really good job defensively. The key is you don't want your defensive linemen to overcommit to rushing the passer, and you don't want your linebackers and secondary dropping too deep defending the pass. In this case, all 3 levels play discipline, good football with good vision. That's why they're able to stop him for no gain. Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
Here's their punter now, as he is on to punt for New Orleans. And no return forthcoming. It's a touchback and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Panthers offense and the wideout getting set to go once more. And it may be time for this defense to start throwing a second defender at him, maybe. Look at what he's done. Whatever the defense has tried the first half, it hasn't worked. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
Well, really nice start here to the drive. Early down success. Every offensive coordinator is trying to find ways. How do we pick up first downs without having to get to third down? You see it here. Big explosive run. Now the rest of the drive unfolds. Well, there hasn't been a whole lot for this crowd to be excited about on either side of the ball, but at least now the defense is trying to be that spark. Nice tackle for loss there. Can they do something to build upon to try to get this team going?
Looking left side is tight end Tremble. Not able to stay in. He steps out of bounds, and that'll be a loss of a couple of yards on that one. Throwing now on 3rd and long. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
A rare miss for a quarterback that we've seen really come out on fire throughout this entire contest. I mean, his completion percentage, Mike, is well above league average, and frankly, it's really the biggest reason why they find themselves out front.
And he looks up, he's taken down right away. Maybe fortunate just to hold on to the ball as he was tackled immediately after hauling that one in. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him.
Oh, yeah.
It starts bad.
Yeah.
Has a funny
That
way
was
of
a good
ending up
one.
getting worse, and I don't think that could be any more true than it is right now. They're already down by multiple possessions, and after that start to this drive with the sack, they find themselves once again in a massive hole.
Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Olave is the motion man. He'll look to throw. And he cannot get away. Brought down. And that sack will bring us to the 2-minute warning. So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to get this one on the ground. The Panthers will take their first timeout. Here's the punter now, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. And he'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The visitors' offense and their back Chuba Hubbard set to come back on the field. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. Young to throw on first down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple. That's made by Thielen. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. Young. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I give a lot of credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was plenty of time for the quarterback to work through his progression. I thought the protection was actually pretty
Bryce
solid.
fought for that 4th
At
down
the end of it, there was just
attempt.
nowhere to go.
He fought for it.
He had no choice but to just throw that ball away.
They'll go. Young. He'll get this into the hands of Thielen. And he's not going to get away. They get him down right after the catch. Great rally to the ball to force a turnover on downs.
You know, more often than not in the NFL, games are won based on who wins critical downs. Well, that 4th down attempt right there was exactly that, and this defense came up huge for a big-time 4th down stop.
The Saints offense getting those helmets back on, ready to head out for their next possession. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Right away, they'll set up to throw. Now a short one caught by the tight end, Johnson. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield. Here's 1st and 10. The right side to Olave. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. To the air now on 1st and 10. Catch is made there on the left side by Cooks.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and it also gives some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. There's an old
Who
saying
the
in
fuck
golf,
do they
Mike,
have
that when you're on
kicking?
the green, never up, never in.
Shrimp?
In this case, the ball's on target. It just didn't have enough steam to get there. Winds up
Holy
no good.
cow, that
The
sucked.
visitors' offense and their
For
quarterback
a second there, I
set
thought
to
I
take the
fucked
field
them
once
up by
more.
moving Derek Carr
He's
to
had
kicker.
things all his way
No.
in the first half. Those
Some guy
numbers
named
are
Shrimp.
sensational. He looks to
We'll
add
check
to
it out
with
at
another
halftime.
drive here.
Jesus fucking Christ, Bryce, throw the ball away, bro.
He couldn't find the receiver, and
I guess
down he
it doesn't
goes.
matter.
So we are at halftime, and the visiting Panthers are out on top. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Michael, we'll get back to you and Greg in just a little bit. For now, plenty of early action in the 1 o'clock Eastern window to get you caught up on. So let's get to it. We'll start over at Raymond James Stadium in Tampa. And it's the Niners who have the lead as those two teams play the second quarter. Christian McCaffrey has a touchdown there. Next, we head north to Philly to check on the Eagles at home at Lincoln Financial Field. And they've got the lead over the visiting Denver Broncos. It's Jalen Hurts with a couple of
Broncos are the
touchdown
only
passes.
undefeated team in the league right now.
Finally, we head to the shores of Lake Erie. See what's going on with the Cleveland Browns. As you can see, the score there in the second quarter. The Bengals locked in a tight one, but this is a game you feel they've got to have.
Damn.
All right. The running back, Chuba Hubbard, who put together a solid
We'll check out the depth
half.
chart real quick. Damn, that was a nice play.
Run to
nice
give
throw.
His guys the advantage here at the break.
That was beautiful.
All right, Coach, second half, drawing near. Glad to have you back with us here on EA Sports. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. The home team's offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter.
All right, let's check. Oh, come on, man. What have I? There we go. Depth chart. Who's their running back? I was curious about that. Damian Martinez. Okay. Burnip. Why did I think it was Shrimp? He's a punter. Overall 72. Kick power. Where the hell's kick power? There we go. He just had a bad kick, I'm guessing. Oh, it's a punter, though. Oh, man. I may have to control them and sign him a kicker or something, because I'll just release Derek Carr. Imagine the AI didn't do it because maybe his salary hit. All right. Well, they suck anyways, so. They're not going anywhere. Nobody thinks they're going anywhere this year. Come on now.
Something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And good work there defensively. It's knocked away and incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Back to throw. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. 2 incompletions to start the drive, and it leads to 3rd down and 10. A toss, left side, caught by his running back.
Outbreaking routes, Mike, especially outside of the numbers, everything is about the timing. If you're late with the throw, you're going to be watching that defensive back take that thing the other way for 6.
Now, fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And we run you through the highlights here. It has been a very big performance from the quarterback position, instrumental in leading and executing, and now trying to finish strong and take his team to the finish line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. From the gun, it's Young. Tied for the deep shot, looking for Thielen.
Well, not exactly breaking news here, Mike. They got speed on the perimeter that just not a lot of teams in the NFL have. So even though that ball falls incomplete, I think they have to continue to do it. Continue to pressure this defense.
See, here's our problem. We're not going down the middle of the field. That's when we have success. He's getting completions with short passes and not always succeeding on the long ones.
Quickly in his 3rd and 10. Throwing is Young. He's going to look for the home run ball.
What the fuck, Coker?
Incomplete.
Come on, what was that shit?
Really seen this quarterback operate very
We have just been flat since we went up 3 touchdowns.
Mike, but really completing high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far.
This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where
I signed that motherfucker Coker to a 7-year contract, and this is how he repays us.
He'll drop to throw. Hook's able to pull that one in. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down. 2nd and a yard. A handoff as they try to run it here. And that should be enough. He works his way forward to pick up a first down.
You know what? That pisses me off. Unless he does something in this game, I'm gonna bust him down the depth chart. I'm gonna give Jimmy Horn a chance or someone a better chance. That's just freaking unacceptable.
They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
Back to the air again on 2nd and 10.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. That sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws.
I'm going to do it now.
The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
Oh, dude, apparently we're all having the problem. I need to make a statement, though.
Well defended there.
I'm the GM, or I'm the assistant to the assistant GM. I'm calling the head coach right now. This is like, we need to make a fucking statement. I don't care if we just signed you to a long-term contract. Who do we go with here? You know what? Let's just do this. I'm kind of tempted to go Horn here. But let's see what Renfro can do, if anything. Yeah, let's go there.
Near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend, so give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
And a pretty good punt there. A fair catch taken right around the 11-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to take over once more.
Renfro gets the nod over Horn Jr. because he's a veteran. That's my reasoning right there.
Now Young. Back into the hands of Hubbard. And a nice gain, getting this to about the 23-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now Dowdle. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2. The motion man is Sanders. On 2nd down, a run with Hubbard. And nothing on that one, back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. What can they do here on 3rd down and 7? Renfro brought in motion. From the gun here on 3rd down, it's Young. Quick throw, taken in. He'll get out of bounds, a gain of 8, and that's going to be good enough for a first down.
Well, so often we see quarterbacks standing in the pocket, holding it, seeing if they can create something downfield. Well, not that play. That play was simple. Snap the ball to the quarterback, spit it out into the hands of your receiver, and let's see what he can do.
From the 34 now, it's 1st and 10. The motion man is Sanders. Young to throw on 1st and 10. Oh, a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's Hubbard. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
It's too early at this point, Mike, to really start thinking about the clock. You definitely don't want to go into a shell. But now this is the point in the game where having a good ground game really starts to take over. You throw to get the lead, but man, once you get it, that ground game, that's what finishes the game off.
The pressure gets there, and down he goes. A sack.
And now we're seeing the game kind of go back and forth. Each team trading blows, trying to establish control over the other. Nice chunk play on the previous play. The defense responds back with a sack, and we'll see which team can establish a little bit more of this control as the game unfolds.
And this throw batted away and incomplete.
And the success of this play, Mike, all comes down to the timing of the defender. You get there a little bit too early, you risk pass interference. You get there a little too late, it's a big pass completion. Timing your hand and playing through the ball is something they work on with these defenders all the time. And next time they throw the ball downfield, I wouldn't be surprised if they target somebody else. And that's a great job defensively here on 3rd down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the 1st down.
On now is the punt team for the Panthers, as he's on for the 5th time this afternoon. And we will not have a return here. This one angled out of bounds. The home team's offense about ready to take over once more. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. A high throw there, but a nice job to go up and get it. And they're going to move the ball all the way up to the 45-yard line. Set to go now on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down. Now they'll set up to throw. A throw left side, taken in by Wilson.
I can't tell you, Mike, how many of these offensive skill players around the league, they look at
is Ransom blitzing?
As like a personal offense. After that last completion on the way back to the huddle, I think he had a few choice words for him. I think he said, hey, man, you can't guard me one-on-one. You better ask your coach for some help, because if he doesn't, you're going to be in for a long day.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Now a give up the middle, and he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5. They'll stay on the ground. And that's the way you want to run it on 1st down. A gain of 7. Here's 2nd and 3 to go. Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. He can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Oh, the kicker woes. The kicker woes the Saints have right now. It's their dumbass for not cutting Carr. I'm just saying.
The field goal unit
never mind.
on the sideline.
Shit, I'd go for it if I were them too.
On 4th down. He's going to try to get this himself. And he's going to have a Saints 1st down. It's a gain of 12 facing 4th down.
Man, when it works well, the zone read is a thing of beauty. It just adds another dimension to this offense, and if the defense doesn't get a better plan, they're going to continue to do it all day.
This throw left side, taken in by Johnson. And the Saints are going to have a first and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So we'll take it to the other end as we are through 3. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Well, a chance to get right back in it here. First down and goal. No handoff. He'll keep it himself. And he will score. Game on. Touchdown Saints. That is second touchdown of the afternoon. Greg, they are pecking away at this one now. Very big touchdown. Gets them right.
Damani Richardson got faked
this comeback off.
with that play action.
At the very least, they've given themselves a chance, but can they get a stop and get the ball back again for a chance to go down and really make this one interesting? So, things a little more interesting now. Back to a one-score game as they kick it away. This taken in at the 8-yard line. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Panthers offense ready to get back to work. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. They motion a receiver right. On first down is Young. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. They'll come up here 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, Young. He's got his man. That's Hunter Renfrow. And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out.
And he'll be hauled down at about the 35-yard line.
And this running game has really been rolling, Mike, all game long. The holes, the run lanes, they've been there consistently. Here's another nice run as they look to put this game away.
And that one shut down pretty quickly. They'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more. They'll go again with Hubbard.
Okay, so the one game where I wanted them to pass more, they're actually running more now. They're having some success at it, but
a one-possession lead.
I'm just a little taken aback.
Continue to work the clock or stay aggressive. Try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance.
I guess the 21-0 lead to start the game would probably do that, but we're only down 1 touchdown right now.
To throw is Young. That's right side, taken in by Tremble. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. This crowd into it now as we get to 3rd down. Here's Young. He's got his tight end, that's Sanders. And he's into the end zone. That
Sanders with 2 touchdowns this game. Nice.
Jatavion Sanders. Touchdown, Carolina. 2 touchdowns for him now on the afternoon. Everything you want to do right there, Greg, in the 4th quarter, get the ball with the lead and extend it to a 2-score advantage.
Yeah, and I think this just might end up being too much to overcome. You said it. Once you get a 2-score lead this late in the fourth quarter, there's just not enough possessions to be had to claw yourself back in it.
The extra point is good. And the Panthers have doubled their advantage. It is now a 28-14 game. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Get across.
All right, it's time to get a statement turnover right here. Statement.
So now, out comes
forced to fumble with a hard hit.
By their quarterback as they take over once again.
Interception across the middle, streak down the sideline.
Ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read, seemingly every time. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. 2nd and 7. He'll look to throw. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This has really been the story of this entire game, Mike. I mean, this pass rush has had the advantage over the offense pretty much from the jump. And they've already recorded a couple of sacks, a handful of close calls, and it's the pressure in the back.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. This guy's like Michael fucking Vick. There we go. Get, oh, fuck you. Jesus Christ, man.
11 on the scramble and give them a new set of downs. So, from the 36, it is 1st and 10. A shotgun snap. He'll look to throw. The coverage too strong that time. The ball batted away and incomplete. Back to the air once more on 2nd down. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. They're going to try to pick this up on 3rd and 8. Now, a loose football.
I don't understand, man.
By one of his teammates. And he thought about throwing it away, but he can't get rid of it. And that's going to go down as a sack.
Decline it.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. And that's going to be incomplete. They had to take that chance. Trailing here in the 4th. But they will turn it over on down.
So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
If this coach calls a fucking passing play here, I'm going to have to start coming up. I'm going to have to think of some kind of nickname to give Madden Canales. So I'm going to have to think of something for this character.
On the give,
there you go.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line.
2-possession lead, 4th quarter. This is the time, Mike, when you really can rely heavily on your run game. Everybody in the stadium knows you're going to run it, including the defense. They just can't come up with an answer to stop it.
And a nice game there on 1st down. He takes it forward for 8 yards. Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Renfro brought in motion. A 2nd down throw for Young. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the 1st down. Don't need much. It is 3rd and inches. Young. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there.
Fuck it. If that's how we want to fucking play right now. If this is what you receivers want to do, I'm not putting up with it.
They'll try to run. Strong. And he's
Dude, Dowdle's trying to make a statement.
Quite a call there.
This
they
game.
Go for it on 4th and inches. And it's
Never mind. Spoke too soon.
Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Here's a chance to put this game away.
We got Terrell Davis back there, if you guys recall the announcer's fuck up last time.
Here's a run. Down to the 4. It'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm glad I get to see the rookie.
On the ground, this is Hubbard. And he will take this one across into the end zone. Chuba Hubbard. Touchdown, Panthers. 2nd touchdown of the game. Season total now up to 5. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The extra point, up and good. Panthers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to.
Come on, D. Let's get some. Let's finish some sacks here. Let's get the sacks.
And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Saints offense ready to get back at it. Things not looking good. But see if they get the turnaround going here. They'll start this drive with 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pressure gets there, and down he goes back inside the 20-yard line. Back to throw. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because, think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. They'll look to throw. That's going to be caught.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
The Panthers offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. This one has gone pretty well to form. They've come in, had little problem thus far, and now going to try to polish this thing off here in the 4th. On the give, it's Hubbard. And he'll get 2 on this one before being taken down. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. Another run here with Hubbard. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
On 3rd down, here's Hubbard. The offense not coming off the field, and here's 4th down. So this one a win.
So I started this to want to, it's a Panthers rebuild.
Victory as they're looking tougher
on a 5-game winning streak, sitting 5-1.
Especially heading to playoff time.
I'm questioning whether or not I was needed for this task.
And that'll do it for my partner, Greg Olson. For our entire team, I'm Mike Tirico.
I wanted a little bit more of a challenge.
Of the NFL on EA Sports.
Of course, I don't want to see my team lose every week.
Everybody.
But, okay. I mean, I guess instead of rebuild, we're just going to reload year after year. Build on what they've already started. All right, let's go through some stats, highlights, back out, go check out the injury. I saw Trishawn Wharton went to the locker room. I can't think of anything else right now, but it looks like, okay, Bryce Young, 3 touchdowns, 217 passes, pretty good completion percentage. Tyler Shuck got over 200 yards on us. Looks like team stats here. 365 total yards for us versus their 243. 168 yards rushing. Okay, that's a good one. We held them to 56. That's going to help our stats there. Okay, passing yards 197 to their 187. Player stats. All right, we kind of saw that. Almost got his first 100-yard game of the season. We got 2 touchdowns. Dowdle with 50 yards rushing. Had a great average though. Oh yeah, he's another one I need to check on the injury report. Receiving, Sanders again. I mean, dude, I don't know how this progression tool is going to work, but he is shining for us. McMillan had that one, just great touchdown. There you go, Mays. There you go, Cade. Fucking breakfast chef over there. Serve those pancakes for us. Okay, Icky. Yeah, you were the one he was struggling. Okay. You know, I do have draft picks coming up, Icky. Normally in my franchises, I don't usually move you to guard, but I just need to see improvement. I'll leave it at that. All right, let's see. Wallace, man, he's been shining for us too. I think. I can't really ask for more. I do want to see some our inside linebackers get some depth on those passes when they're in coverage, but I don't know why I'm analyzing a video game this much. But hey, that's what I do. Nick Scorton, 1.5 sacks. Man, that could put him tied for the lead here. But I guess we'll see how the other team did. This Granderson, I've never even heard of this kid. He was wrecking it for us. Uman Milan got I don't remember that sack. I like that sack. I hope that's a highlight. Bobby Brown. I thought his was solo. But okay. First and 10, Carolina interception, but yeah. And if I remember, maybe we'll check out the stat leaders for interceptions too. All right, Mo Riggs up there at top. You got Jackson. Yeah, it's just a clean interception, man. Like that was just his. Of course, that's a kind of a lucky catch with Jackson getting in the way. Would have liked to have seen a lot more return yards on this one. Why aren't you going? Okay, now you decide to go. And yeah, if you need to be more decisive, bro. You should have just right there, bam, get the edge, run up the sideline. Anyway, all right, let's check it out. He's gonna pass to the running back here. Oh, of course, a screen pass. Why we don't have as good of success at the screen pass as these other teams. Can't really blame them. Horn there, just getting pancaked. And that kind of that play just worked for them. T-Mac with the 61-yard touchdown. Like, this was just a thing of beauty. It was just a thing of beauty. See, the cornerbacks kind of let him go. Look at that. They did not respect his deep route running. And Bryce saw it early. I'm liking Bryce's reaction here in this game, in these games. Like, I've seen him more so in any video game. I've just seen him kind of like sense the pressure and go. Do what he's got to do. Of course, he can't outrun everybody, but look at that. That was beautiful. Leading the receiver, lofting up over the defensive backs. Oh man. Oh, he has the speed he needs to get to the end zone. Damn. If you're a Saints fan, man, you're probably not feeling too hot right now in the video game world or in real life. But hey, anything can happen, right? Tyler Shuck could be a Pro Bowler. Spencer Rattler could shine. All right, I think so. What's the deal here, Bryce? You should, dude. Why did you not give it to Coker? Why couldn't you lead him on a pass right there? Okay, maybe just right there. That'd be beautiful. Beautiful. That you couldn't ask for anything better than that. So I can't give this sack to anyone other than Bryce. This is on you, Bryce. And even then, just throw the ball away. Why aren't you throwing the ball away? Oh, yes. Look at that. Look at Scorton with the veteran move to get depth on the edge, to take up that offense, and to just give Ransom some space to work. Now, of course, Tyler Shuck just shucked himself on that one. All right. Beautiful. Beautiful. He wanted to make sure the cameras were on him. Sacked for a 9-yard loss. Who's this one on? Okay, let's see. Let's see what he's got. All right, you had your running back out there. You called the play, bro. You know he's going to be out there. You could. Come on now. Come on now, bro. These sacks reminds me of his rookie season. I mean, you're a veteran quarterback. You should also know that you've got T-Mac there. Okay, maybe not. Okay, maybe I can't fault him there because you do have that zone guy in front a little bit. I don't know. And look at this little like shoulder move. Like, what? You think you're gonna truck that motherfucker? All right, Tyler Shuck pass. Brandon Cooks 53-yard TD. Now this is what I'm talking about. That depth. I guess yeah. I can see why he couldn't get any further depth upfield there. But could you at least try to jump for it? Try to tip the ball, bro? And you're making me look bad because I signed your ass, Anderson. And then, Horn with the missed tackle. How do you miss a tackle on this little fucking kid? Ulrich, you are the most expensive safety I think we've ever signed in the history of Carolina Panthers. You should have cleaned that up too. Oh, Bryce Young passed James 4-yard touch. This was nice. This was nice. I don't know much about the passing, but I knew that when he let that go, I saw a red cursor, which means that is not necessarily on target. So that was a good communication right there. Just good execution. All right, anything in the third. Let's check it out. Nope. 3-yard rush by Chuba Hubbard. I don't think we need to see that. 2-yard rush, Chuba Hubbard. Another sack on Tyler Shuck. This must be the Nick Scorton sack. Yep. So gets pressure. That running back is slow to block a Wallace there, and Scorton just fights off the double team, splits the defenders, gets up, and just angles him out. Okay, nice. How did Princely do on that one? You did all right. Okay, you did all right. We don't need to see that one. It's pretty basic. Yep. Simple pass and catch. Run for the end zone. God, these quarterback runs just. Oh, this is the one Damani Richardson just got played. Where's number 36? There, we'll find him. Yeah, look at that, 36. What are you doing, 36? Look at it. How much? Okay. Are you just not paying attention to the ball? You missed an opportunity to light him the shuck up. Jesus fucking Christ, bro. What am I gonna do with you kids? All right. Give me the bad news. Dowdle's out 8 weeks. I might have to put him on IR. Okay. Treshaun Wharton isn't out? I don't know much about Madden. I might have to look it up, but I wonder if I could put him on IR for now. I don't know. And you know what? I'm gonna look at free agent punters. I didn't really think about it because normally, I just usually I'll draft a kid. I like drafting kickers and punters. Not gonna need to with the kicker. We got Ferguson, but I think I might look at signing a punter and then of course looking at the draft too. But I might need to look and see what kind of running back I can steal here. I haven't really looked at the running backs because we've had our guys, Chuba and Brooks coming back next year, and we just draft ETN and who the announcer called Terrell Davis in one of the games, which I still don't get how that bugged out. Damn it, Daddle was doing well. Well, I like seeing new players, new young kids. Okay. Yeah, we were gonna look at the stats. Nick Scorton's at 7. This is after the game, so we played this week. The other teams haven't. We were gonna look at interceptions. I thought Morig would be on this list right here after today's interception. Okay, he's tied for first right now. All right. I dig it. All right, till the next game. Out.